mind. This is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
It's been a very, very busy evening and morning for the world of SWF. Why? Well, you aren't going to get your episode on Lightning Fox today. No, because something far bigger has made its way into the world of SWF. Finally, we are going to see him in action in our hallowed halls. Who am I talking about? I'll let this video do my work.
4 years. Now you see, 4 years is a very long time. 4 years. I've had a lot of thinking to do. Now you see, it's 4 years since I last wrestled my match. It's been 4 years since I last competed. And now you see, the reason it's been 4 years is because, number one, I nearly broke my neck. I had 2 separated discs and I had to be out of action for a very long time. And then 2, I had my baby boy. I had a son. Dedicated a lot of time to bringing him up and teaching him what he knows. Number 3, I moved. I've had a lot of thinking to do and I've had to reinvent. And now you see, I realised I didn't need to reinvent, because the best thing is, I'm the best. I'm the best to ever do this and the best to ever step foot into the backyard. And now you see, I'm a 13-time EMW champion. And yes, I'm still the remaining 13-time champion. But you see, I don't have my championship with me. The reason why this video is a very personal video for me. Now you see, it was 2 years ago, there was a video made about me from a certain wrestler in the SWF. And that wrestler is not on my radar, which is why it took 2 years for me to bother sending this video. But you know what? I've realised that I'm debuting very soon. And this time it's actually going to happen. Because I'm 100% clear. And I'm coming for the SWF Championship. But first, before I get to U-Side Splitter, before I get to the champion, this message is for the hardcore champion, Crimson. Now you see, 2 years ago, you did one of your little story times with Crimson. One of those childish little videos where you chatted a lot of shit about me. Now you see, chat as much shit as you want. You say you're going to kick my ass. You say you're going to do everything that you can to do to beat me. You say you're going to take my EMW championship. But you see, you got one about you was meant to come to Manchester. Yeah, that was set. You're the one who never showed up, you bitch. So now, at the end of this, I'm coming for that hardcore title. And I will put my EMW championship on the line because I'm a fighting champion. So, when I come back, you see, we're going through a pandemic at the minute. But you see, when I come back, there's going to be hell to pay. Because I ain't doing this for no fans. I'm doing this for me. And I've got a few little secrets up my sleeve and I've got a few little tricks behind my neck. And when I come through, you ain't going to see none of it coming. Because I really ain't alone this time. And I ain't got the EMW roster behind my back no more because EMW is gone. EMW is at rest. It's peacing. Right? So you see, no EMW wrestler is coming with me, but I'm still not alone. Because little do you know, there's people that you know very closely and you've worked with a very long time that are actually standing behind my back, and they're going to make sure that you or your little cronies are going to rest in fucking peace. Because at the end of the day, my name is Harry Greenwood. I am the king of the backyard. You say you're the best to ever do this? Nah, mate. I'm the best. So this is a very personal message for you, Crimson. Harry Greenwood is coming. And I'm coming to the SWF as soon as this pandemic's over. And I'm going to put you through a table. I'm going to hit you with a chair. I'm going to set you on fire with my flaming fist. Because you see, I am the best. I'm the king. There ain't no other backyard wrestler to hold accomplishments that I hold. I am a 6-time World Heavyweight Champion. I am a 10-time EMW Tag Team Champion. A 4-time MCW Champion. I am a 3-time EMW Hardcore Champion. A 5-time Chaos Champion. And best of all, I am the best in the world. Right. Which takes me to U-Side Splitter. Never had a bad problem with you. But you see, there's a lot of things I do have a problem with. And that's the way you do things in the SWF. You see, you make shit a little complicated for the rest of the wrestlers. And I know a few people that feel undermined by you. You hold them down. And I'm here to support them. And I'm here to take the SWF for me. So at the end of the day, when we have our match and I debut, I am going to beat you. I am going to tap you out, or I am going to knock you out with one King's Throne drop. At the end of the day, I'm dethroning the king of SWF because I am the god of the backyard wrestling. EMW.
Who you see right there is none other than Harry Greenwood. Harry Greenwood. You've heard his list of accomplishments, a very tall feat, something that I have yet to match. He's someone that I have observed for quite a while, because whilst Crimson may not have been on his radar, he has been on mine. You see, I take notice of individuals like him very quickly. I take notice of individuals who pique my interest, and he is one who piques my interest so. Why? Partly because of his success, partly because of how he wrestles in the ring, and partly because he calls himself the best in the world. The best in backyard wrestling. Very bold claims, very bold assumptions. You see, he comes from, like he said, the world of EMW, where he reigned as king. And as far as I could tell, that wasn't the only place that he left his mark on. I do have to say, to call yourself the king of backyard wrestling says that you are better than every other wrestler who ever made their mark in backyard wrestling. So those are some very bold claims to live up to, some very high, tall orders that you need to keep checked. And personally, I don't mind that sort of confidence coming from you. But then, in the comments section down below, usually whenever I comment on something, it instantly blows up. Everyone must just love to have their 5 minutes of fame with me. Because you even partook in that yourself, did you not? Because you and Crimson, you want a tag team match against myself and Robert DeCaro. Now I have to admit, the thought of having such a match does entice me so, and I know Robert DeCaro has been itching for a fight, and now he can barely contain himself at the thought of being able to not only cave in Crimson's head once more, but to also face one of the greatest that backyard wrestling has ever created. I have to admit, I call myself the greatest a lot. That's something we both have in common. I think I am the greatest, you think you are the greatest. There exist people like that everywhere, but unlike a lot of people I know who call themselves the greatest, you and I, Harry, we have reason to call ourselves the greatest. You have a longer career than mine. I'll give you that much. You have more belts under your name than I have. More reigns under your belt. And I will give you that. And your style, your hardcore approach, I fully commend you. But you see, I've only been around for a year. Just over now. I'm not really going to count this year because of the pandemic. But if we take into account the year that I have wrestled, a year to gain the amount of titles that I have means that if I keep going at this, I'm going to have many, many more title reigns under my belt soon. And it'll be on a similar par to yours, if I may say so myself. For those of you who are interested in knowing more about Harry, though, I'm going to place a link down below to EMW, where you can see his matches unfold in spectacular fashion. And when he says he'll burn people, oh, he absolutely means it. That flaming fist of yours, oh, that's going to be iconic to see in SWF. He is more than just hype Crimson. Because you see, whilst we may have this tag team match, and we'll have our fun, There's two people he addressed in that. You, Crimson, and you, Side Splitter. Now, I don't expect anything from Side Splitter. Neither should you, Harry. Neither should you. I have been wanting a proper response from him for ages. I've called him out every single time I can, but guess what? He doesn't listen. He just keeps going like he normally would. Which is to say, like a little weakling, a stunted weakling, as he is. Now, you're going to get a similar reaction from him. You can call him out however you want. He won't listen. So I'm going to tell you that man to man. As for Crimson, though, well, he's a bit more, what shall we say, receptive to the idea of answering you. Though I'm surprised he didn't do it there and then. He was just more focused on me at the time, which I think is truly undeserving of someone like you. He should have answered you there and then. You called him out. You called him out on a video that he made 2 years ago. And if he even remembers what he did 2 years ago, he should know, oh shit, he's talking about me. He's talking about Crimson. It's like he just waylaid over the entire thing. Which I definitely think you do not deserve. Come here, you. Oh, yes. Same co-host as before. Here she is. Now, he'll say the same generic things. He always does. He always will. He's a creature of habit. What can I say? He's going to say that he's the best, and that he's the best hardcore person that there ever was, blah, 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 blah. But between the two of you, seeing what you've done, and seeing what he's done, oh, I know who I'd rather place my money on. I'd rather place my money on you. And you know what? Out of all the people, other than myself and Decaro, I can definitely see you holding the hardcore championship. Even if you do not get the World Heavyweight Championship, which may put us as odds, I'll admit. Then again, who wouldn't be at odds for the best title in this company? I know for a fact that we need someone who's a proper hardcore enthusiast holding that belt. Not this wishy-washy demon that's holding over it. This wishy-washy demon who claims he's a demon, but if he was anything like a demon, the audience should hate him for who he is. But no, he panders to the audience a lot. He panders because it's the only thing he can do good. It's the only thing he does well. You, on the other hand, what you do well is getting results. So it's going to be obvious that in the future you're going to face him and you're going to take his title away. I'm going to call it right here, right now. I can't wait to see what you'll do. Honestly, I can't. Unlike a lot of the pigs in SWF, I keep an eye on people like you. And for good reason, like I've already said. I'm a man of knowledge, of intelligence, of integrity. And I like to think that you are as well. So, maybe that's going to lead to something interesting in the tag team match between us when we do face. I can't wait for that, personally. Yeah. I think we're going to definitely cause a show. We're not just going to be in a show, we are going to be the show itself. We are going to be what everyone's going to come and see. But I'll get to you eventually, don't worry. I won't forget about you. After all, I've got to take care of some business with Crimson beforehand, as well as Drac and Daniel Banner. So I'm sorry that I can't get to you earlier, because I would like to answer that challenge as soon as possible. But being the Sheffield and Cruiserweight champion, my responsibilities lie with the titles. So please forgive me on that end. Other than that, though, welcome to SWF. I hope you have a good stay. And please, kick Lawrence's ass all over that ring and tear him apart and prove to the world that he is nothing more than a stunted chicken weakling. But that'll be all for today. I hope you do see this, Harry. I would love to see a response from you. That'll be all for today, though. So remember to leave a like, share and subscribe, and I'll get to Lightning Fox tomorrow. Don't you worry. I don't forget the votes so easily. And see that bell icon down below? Make sure to click it. You can stay up to date with all future videos. But this has been Remus Kane on Remus Talks with Sky as well. And I'll see you all in the next episode.